Good evening, East Africa. Welcome to yet a brand new and also exciting week of the desk. Now more than ever, I am yours truly, Sadrack Kisame. Now it's a bright week. I am telling you, we are at our home at Nile Avenue at Nakasero Hill. I am talking UBC headquarters. But guess what? You are live on U24 television, and it is the continent's leading intellectual platform that is none other than the desk. Now we trust that every time you watch the desk, you are inspired, motivated, but above all, you are educated. Like tonight, ladies and gentlemen, it is youth leadership at play. We are throwing a spotlight on youth leadership. We're talking about what youth leaders are doing, what they can do to be better, what have they failed to do. And again, we're just having a good time. And I'm with Mr. Wambika Arinda. He's from Mitoma district. Guess what? He is a mayor down there. Now, I have not been to Western Uganda a lot of times. We're going to be discussing and finding out how is Western Uganda doing as far as youth leadership is concerned. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, my brother.
How are you?
Not bad.
You look good in a suit. I love you. I love the color and everything.
You're trying. Thank you.
Yeah. So, first, when they told me you were coming from Mitoma district, I wanted to ask, how is the West? We take years minus going to Western Uganda. How are you guys doing?
Of course, Western Uganda is one of the best places you can ever have.
What would you have said?
Of course, no. Really, if we are to be open.
Yes.
Western Uganda, we've got good climate, good people, good soils, and everything.
Because you guys, matoke is coming from there.
Matoke, milk, honey. We call that land of milk and honey. Yes, please.
You should add matoke.
And matoke and good ladies actually.
And good story for another day. Introduce yourself to the viewers and let's.
Okay, thank you very much, my brother. I take this singular honor to have myself on this show. Good evening, our viewers. Thank you very much for keeping it TV24. I'm very much humbled and exceedingly very happy to be part of this show. Hopefully, we will enjoy the show.
Right. So, I just want us to have a discussion about, youth leadership. I've had people sitting in your chair here on the desk. And, we've talked a few things. Others are politicking. Others are blaming government. Others. Let's just start. You're a very young man and you're already mayor. Why politics for you as a person?
Once again, thank you very much. But before I set the ball rolling, I go by names of Arinda Edgar, Wambika. But when you slope down there, I'm commonly known as Elisa. A mayor, Kashenshiro Town Council, and MK Army coordinator for the entire Mitoma district. MK,
you mean the Muhozi project?
The Muhozi project, yes.
Oh, so you people are already giving out positions. How come I wasn't contacted?
Maybe you'll be contacted if you want to be in.
Guys.
Yeah, please, come on.
Okay.
We are free, come on. Go.
After the show, I'm calling you. Let's first finish.
Very good, very interesting.
Yeah, so why politics for you?
We've got callings.
Okay, yeah.
Yes. If I could pose the same question, why journalism?
Why journalism, yeah.
Correct. We can't be in the same, docket. Business, politics, leadership,
At what age did you discover you wanted leadership?
We're back from my HSC. From
HSC you've been contesting?
Yes, I contested. I was a health minister. Then I came to MOOBS. I was a GRC.
Oh, you are here at MOOBS, okay.
Yeah.
Is there a difference between politics and leadership?
Definitely.
What is that? Is it?
Leadership. Leadership is broad.
Yeah.
You have to ensure that you might be a leader without position.
Okay, you might be a leader
yes,
without serving in a position.
Yes, position. Whereby.
So what are you leading now?
You have to make sure that your community grows.
Okay.
Socially, economically, politically, in
minus a particular seat.
Minus a particular seat. That's where we go wrong, especially in Africa.
Impressive. I'm learning that today.
Yes.
You can't be a leader minus a seat.
Yes, we're getting involved in all this. Yes.
But with politics?
Politics, there is a little bit of leadership, but politics is, we may not get what we want when we go political. As a country, as a nation, as a society, we have to have that aspect of leadership. Even if we are serving the other side in politics and politicking, but we have to have, we have to make sure that our people are being raised.
Yeah.
How do they live? Are kids going to school?
Yeah.
How do you relate with religion?
Yes, yes.
Are we really moving from step to another? But that's why we have to get rid of politicians and start electing leaders.
Because politicians don't care.
The politician can come here, tell you A, B, C, D, minus telling you how we are going to get there.
Because politicians are professional. They have 7 steps to this. How they have all the ways, and when they are elected, and I always tell people here, before someone is elected, they have good views. They will come on TV. They'll come here. The Ivan Tukundane, as I told him, before he's elected, don't give him a job anywhere. He's vibrant. We want this. We want this. Immediately you're elected,
you vanish.
So those are politicians.
Those are politicians.
People like Ivan Tukundane are politicians.
I don't know. I don't know.
Because no, you make an important point for me, even for the viewers. The difference between a politician and leadership is that with leadership, you don't need to have a position.
Yes.
Impressive.
You don't need to have a position. Take a look. We look at our forefathers.
Yeah.
They did so many great achievements
without politics.
Without politics. But when this Satan called politics came in.
Is Satan? Eh?
Yes. Because politics, yes, we can't fail to talk about politics, because when politics are bad, then the governance is also bad.
Yes.
But we have to try and fight to have better politics. Such that when we contest together, me and you in the same position, you beat me or I beat you, tomorrow we can meet and shake.
Tomorrow I can take the nation forward.
Take the nation, take the continent.
The continent, the community forward. Yes, makes sense.
But not this politics, dirty politics.
Yeah.
Whereby I can even go, someone, you are contesting on a position together, and someone goes an extra mile plotting for your assassination.
I know.
You understand?
Yes.
So we need to focus as young generation, as young people, we need to have discipline.
Correct.
That is one. We need to have humility within our hearts.
Yeah.
Because humility is the mother's milk for greatness.
Humility is the mother's milk for greatness.
For greatness.
Is it because lately youths, we know everything. Like they say here in Uganda, you can't tell them anything.
And
they've gone to school. They know so much. You cannot tell them anything.
I pity someone who is arrogant, who is looking down on people just because you've gone to school. You are not the first, neither the last. Just because you have accumulated some wealth here and there, you are not the first, and you will never be the last. But we need youth, we need young people, because this world is looking for young women and young men who are potentious, who are disciplined. You know, discipline is a very broad thing. You know, sometimes we define discipline as being humble. You can be humble and
you're the most indisciplined person in the back doors.
So, what I can tell my fellow young Ugandans is try to keep yourself healthy. Make sure you live to see your tomorrow. You can't just wake up and you say, I want to become ABCD. No, it takes a lot of discipline.
It takes a lot of discipline. Right, so Edgar, let me go for a quick break. Then when we return, we talk about some of the things you've been doing. We talk about maybe the MK project where I wasn't invited. After the break, let's find out how they're enrolling people and we don't know. After the break.
Thank you.
All right, now in case you're just joining us, I'm afraid you've missed the very first insightful segment of this very lovely episode of The Desk, where we are talking youth leadership. The man in the chair, I'm telling you, is not someone who is watching politicians on TV and then he mimics. No, he's a person who is on grounds, he's hands-on, he's a mayor for a municipality that if I mentioned it right now, people will stone me. What is the
Kashenshero Town Council.
Kasheshero Town Council in
Mitoma.
Mitoma District, Western Uganda. But follow this very lovely discussion on our social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Do that for Sadrack Kisame and do that for U24 Television. But if you have not liked my Facebook page, you have a minute now. Look out for your phone, type in Sadrack Kisame, and you'll definitely be able to know what Sadrack Kisame and the desk are all about. And guess what? The year has just started. You can do whatever you want to do. It is not too late. You can start now, and by the time we reach December, you're one of those people that are really happy, and your community is happy as well. Edgar,
Please.
we're just talking about, you know, differences between leadership and politics, and you make very good points right there. But let's talk about some of the things that you have done. You come to MUBS, you know, do your degree. Most of the people, when they come, they stay. Why did you go back?
They say East West.
Home is the best.
Great. So
But Kampala is the best, you guys.
Kampala is the best. But sometimes you guys, we come from home and we come here in Kampala and we outshine you sometimes.
Yeah, it is true sometimes.
Yes.
Yes.
So, two, how can your community benefit from what you've learned, from what you've studied, from what you've gained?
Yeah.
You have to go back and you help the community to grow.
So what would you say to, what would you say someone to who has, you know, they're stuck here in Kampala, life is not doing well, and yet they have the opportunity to go back and start in the village? Okay, not say village, because these days it's just the regional areas of the country, because there are also towns.
First of all, my fellow young Ugandans out there who are watching right now, going back to our areas, we no longer have villages.
Yeah, they are modern.
You get?
Yes.
You have a TV, there is network,
The internet,
internet, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
So you can as well access some of the things that people in Kampala do.
Yeah, that's true.
Two, instead of getting stuck here and then you cry, government has got its own issues also.
Yeah.
You are the government, if you are to say.
Yeah. We are the government.
We are the government.
Okay, okay.
So instead of keeping around, loitering around 1, 2, 3, 4 years, and you have got a small piece of land at home, why can't you go and do some agriculture? You know,
Man, we don't want to dig, Edgar.
you get a little bit dirty and you get something into your pocket.
Because you know, when we were in school at campus, everyone wanted to be in a big office.
It can't be. It can't be. Do you know, there are some countries that we look up to, like Canada, US, UK. Do you know we have unemployed people there? And they are first world economies.
And there are people who are unemployed.
They are thousands.
So you pass Ministry of Internal Affairs here, and people are lining up to go to those places that have unemployed people.
Actually, I wish this government could do more of guidance on that. Why do you sell a plot of 7 million, 10 million to go and do whatever you need?
And some of them are now going to the Asian countries.
You know? Why? So I think Ministry of Guidance, some gaps, we have some gaps.
Because, you know, this conversation can never end where, you know, guiding youth and career, because we used to have career guidance in school. Did that help? Is it even helping?
It helps to those who want to be helped. We have got a challenge. You've just stressed it a little bit earlier, that we've got the youth ungambachi.
Hey.
You understand?
Yeah.
No, times have changed. We've got a lot of opportunities in Africa. We've got a lot of chances. But the problem is we want to get rich over the night. You want to become Sudil from nowhere. It can't be.
Someone was calling it microwave success.
You know, it can't be. You have to endure that foundation, the suffering during foundation. You have to build a firm foundation. You have to build yourself. You can't just come overnight, you go, that's why people are doing betting as a business. Betting is not an investment.
What is betting? Betting is paying taxes.
It's paying taxes. It's an investment to the Chinese and to the government of Uganda. It is an investment to the owner and the directors of that company.
But this border guy who is...
you get 1,000 and you want to win 10 million. It can't be.
You're joking.
And whatever, that's why they tell you, bet the money that you can afford to lose.
Bet the money that you can afford to lose.
Yes. Don't bet tuition. People bet house rent.
House rent, you know, tuition.
Tuition. It can't be. It doesn't work like that. So members who are watching, we need to go back to the drawing board.
You're a mayor. You're in a position where you can influence things at your level, and maybe, God willing, the next time it might go higher. What are you doing now for people in Mitoma, the youths down there? Because the people who watch me are largely youths. They want to know. You're a fellow youth. You understand their struggle. What are you doing to make their life better?
Thank you for that very interesting question. What we can do, what we are focusing on right now, is mindset changing. Mindset. All the problems we are facing as Africans, how do we perceive some things? How do we look at certain things? We need what we call paradigm shift. We need to change that pattern. You know,
when you talk about paradigm shift, I was talking to some guys one time, and some person was telling us the same thing, and this person was actually from outside the country. So he was South African. These guys are like, but motivational speaker na batutama, but to go and baby, but in a sense of I don't know, like people are not even getting the information. Is it that bad?
It's not bad. We have a problem in Uganda. That's why the scammers are all over.
Yeah.
People want to listen to you when you come to them and you tell them, do you do this? Tomorrow you'll get this.
Get 2 million. Yeah, tomorrow you get 10 million.
It doesn't work like that. We have to go back to our values as Africans. We have over-westernized, and we cannot be at that level.
Talking about, I'm digressing, by the way. We shall get back to this point. But talking about over-westernizing, and you've heard what has been trending for the last couple of months. The Parliament of Uganda, put a bill to the floor of Parliament, and it was voted in 2 years, the homosexuality bill. And it is now pending assenting by the President of Uganda. And then we have people we respect in the media fraternity where, Andrew Mwenda, they come out and they say, I'm taking this to Constitutional Court. That, you young leader, the Western world is targeting people like you, and they're probably watching you right now. What is your take?
First of all, I would like to give a better hand of applause to Parliament of Uganda for standing out, because history will exonerate these people. First of all, homosexuality is very absurd. It is ridiculous. It is inhuman. We are Africans. We have been so disappointed by the West, particularly United States and their allies. They have, we should call it social imperialism. Why should you impose on us some things that don't work for us?
What does it matter that me and Edgar have to get married? Like,
you understand?
It doesn't make sense.
Africa as Africa, fighting this vice is not simple. You have to be very hard and firm. They will tell you, human rights, but I may say this is a negative right.
It's a negative human right.
It's a negative human right. It's a negative human right. So when you come back here, and I'm urging the president of this country, most respected, the father of the region, to expeditiously sign this bill into a law.
Already?
Yes.
So what would you say, before we go for a quick break, what would you say now to a senior journalist? This is our bigger brother. I respect Andrew Mwenda. You respect?
Very much so.
Why is he taking it to court? What's happening?
Actually, what is bothering me about Andrew Mwenda is because he subscribes to the same political force I do, MK movement, and is our spokesperson.
Oh, him and Frank.
And then Kabanda, Honorable Daudi Kabanda.
In PR.
But that is his opinion as a Ugandan. But it is very absurd.
But he represents us.
He represents us, but what can you do? He's saying it is abnormal if me and you we consent and get into a room, but we shall not allow that definitely, because how I can it tickles my mind and definitely puzzles, because that means these people, the Western, want to send humanity into extinction.
Because you want to produce.
You won't produce.
That's not our discussion. Let's go for a break. We return back with youth leadership. This man has taken me to homosexuality. After the break, we return in a bit. I am telling you, the discussion is getting heated up. The man in the chair, he speaks as he knows it. He speaks as he has seen it. You cannot put him on the wall. I am telling you, we are having a good time here at Nakasero Hill UBC headquarters, but you are live on U24 television. Now, many thanks to all those who keep themselves regularly on the continent's leading intellectual platform. I am talking about none other than The Desk. Coming up is a movie, and I'm so sure that this one is a blockbuster and you will enjoy it. Someone was telling me the other day that some people are always there like, Sadrack, why aren't you getting off? We're waiting for the movie. Even this is important. Like today, I have a mayor, a youth leader, one of those that are privileged and fortunate to be in positions to influence a few things at a very young age. Were you just lucky, or?
About what?
Becoming mayor at this age?
No.
What did you do? Someone is watching you and they want to be the next Edgar in a few years. Or a few months. When are we voting again?
2026.
2026.
Be yourself. Be yourself. Have values. Set targets. Be disciplined. Be dignified. Be formal. People will look up to you because the world is looking for better leaders, for better service providers. Wherever you are, you start a business, let it be a business. If you become a runner, you be a runner like people teach. In football, practice and train every other day. Journalism, like you are doing, do it. That's why you've got a very big following across Uganda. It's not by accident. It's not accidental. It's not by chance. Be respectful. And respect is earned and reciprocal. It comes back to you.
Do youth still have those values?
Definitely. I wouldn't be here if I, would you host someone who is, zigzag like that? I wouldn't be here.
But you're one of a few. If we were to put here mayors, people you're in, when you go for mayors forums and meetings.
There are very many. There are very many. This is what I'm telling you. You have to set targets. And you have, because what we are doing right now, we are educating, we are teaching the nation.
That's true. That's correct.
And there are very many mayors and councillors who are like, that. They gave me votes, they gave me money. That's all. I'm not that type. Yes.
So let's just talk about your future for a bit. Am I going to see you in Parliament a few years from now?
Depends upon, there are circumstances, there are factors. Yes, but right now, yes, I'm a mayor, Kashinshiro Town Council, so I wouldn't want to mix issues.
This man is, are you scared? What?
No!
You're scared about the man in your area?
Who? Guess who?
You're scared about the MP of your area?
No, I'm not. Actually, let me tell you one thing. I'm not scared anyone. I'm not scared of anyone. And there is no person that can put me on my knees. No, absolutely no.
I am telling you.
Yes.
We're having a...
But of course, we have ambitions and they are big. That's what I can tell you.
And that's very important for all the youths. You cannot just have small ambitions.
No.
You can't just want to stop there somewhere.
No.
Have like a small
business. We have
business.
very big ambitions. We have better plans for this country. And the future is very bright for us.
I am telling you, for those who think that the world is coming to one end, things are too bad, things are not too bad. There's so much out there, There's so much and you can actually achieve it. Let's just talk about, we were talking about school and then you going back, but let's just talk about the relevance of our education sector. Different people have different opinions. People like Ivan Tukundane have come here and they've banished the education system. It's not helping us. It is a waste of time. What's your take, really?
One, I will not say the education system is not helping us, because we will not be doing what we are doing minus going to school.
Yeah.
That is one.
Yeah.
But we need to bridge in the gaps within. It has to be practical. Because teaching me Canadian playlist, let it be here in Uganda. You understand? That's why we are appreciating now the new curriculum, but still a lot is yet to be done. A lot is still desired. Yes, but hands-on. By the time these kids get to the university, they will be better people than us. Because we did Napoleon, you know, we did the Hitler. Yes, we have relevance for us who are in leadership sector.
Political science, yes.
You know, but how is it helping the economy? But we have to focus on socio-economic development of this country. Economic growth and economic development. So how can we transfer business administration directly to what you are doing right now? You will find some gaps are missing.
What are you doing in your area as mayor to close the gap of the nightmare of unemployment?
I've told you we have embarked on mindset change. There is gold everywhere, only that we don't have those eyes to identify gold. We need, you know, to be substantial. You have to be influential.
To be substantial, you have to be influential. Influence is very important.
And to be influential, you will have gone through a series of trainings and challenges.
That's true.
You have to prepare for what is coming.
That's true.
That is what is missing within our youth. They want to graduate today and they get the job tomorrow. We cannot be all absorbed by state, by ministries, by different departments. No, the world is looking for innovators and inventors.
That's true. That's true.
We need to look at that. We need to. I'm urging the government, together with our president, to focus on value addition. Because we will absorb very many youths. And my fellow young Ugandans, please don't despise
small beginnings.
No.
Start. Accept to start.
Look at these big people, both in government, in the private sector. They have started from a humble beginning. Yes, that's what I can tell my fellow young Ugandans.
You know, it's impressive when you talk about humble beginnings. Most people do not want to begin. They just want to jump. I know starting is hard, and it has been hard for everyone.
Very much so.
Because even when we are to look at, let's talk about the president when it comes to leadership.
Yes.
He started as what minister, defense minister. He was in
came under UPM. You know what happened in 1980.
Yes, he's had his ways.
Actually, he gives me a lot of inspiration. That president.
So you're an NRM person.
Definitely.
Even that's why you've been singing praises.
Not really. You know, when you don't appreciate what you have, then there is a problem. You can't appreciate what you have not received. You cannot.
So,
appreciate the little
that is available.
And you people, Uganda to be where it is, it hasn't been that simple.
That's
not a cup of coffee, you know. It is not.
That's
people dream of being United States. Do you know for how long United States has been? Take a look at our sisters and brothers in Southern Sudan. They can't be on the same level like us here in Uganda. So that's why here in East Africa we are a superpower.
And talking about South Sudan and then nations growing and then for the youths that are being taken to Asian countries and Europe, can a youth get skills from here, take them to South Sudan and make money?
Definitely, I've been there.
So why are we ignoring such places and then?
No, we had a problem. I don't know how far they have gone with their security.
Okay.
We had a problem with security, but I thank the president. Still, he had a hand.
He intervened.
So I've got some people who are there, and relatively, but the inflation, economic hardships hit very hard that country.
I am telling you, our time is fast spent. We cannot discuss everything in the 30 minutes here, and but just your last remarks to the people who are watching you. To your community, to your government and your president, your beloved.
Thank you very much again, my brother. To our esteemed viewers, thank you very much for keeping it. U24, we are very much humbled. And to my people back in Mitoma district, I do appreciate. To my very people in Kashenshiro Town Council, please, I appreciate your support, I appreciate your contribution, and I appreciate whatever you are doing to make ends meet, to have that food on table. I know it is not that very simple, but keep pushing, keep pushing. At the end of the day, we are together. And then to the government, please, come and address issues that are affecting the youth, especially the young generation. To my president, bravo.
I am telling you, it is one of those shows, those episodes on the desk where we have a politician, enthusiastic leader, but a youth here. Remember, this is the continent's leading intellectual platform, but for the youth. We prioritize giving the youths a platform so that they can speak to fellow youths, because they know what's happening with the fellow youths. But from me and the entire U24 management, would like to say good night, good luck, adios for God and my country. May the good Lord bless this beautiful Uganda. Now until next week, same place, same time, of course, same host. Good night.